Can you really actually lose weight without exercise? Today I'm going to be diving into 10 super simple daily habits that you can start today to actually burn belly fat without exercise in today's video. My name's Autumn and I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition and human performance. And let's dive straight into that first tip. Number one, eat raw veggies instead of cooked. Now, especially if you have difficulties losing weight, this is a really easy way to significantly ramp up your weight loss without really making many changes. When it comes to reducing belly fat and achieving a weight loss goal, one of the most important factors is making sure that you're reducing the storing hormone insulin. Now, insulin is going to be secreted in response to any type of carbohydrate, but the slower that those carbohydrates are released into your body, the lower that insulin response can be. So if you're eating a meal that contains vegetables, simply just having those vegetables be raw rather than cooked, so that response is going to be a lot slower, and therefore the insulin response, that fat storing hormone, won't be as high. A really great rule of thumb if you are having difficulties losing weight is to keep your veggies as raw as possible. The one caveat here is if you do have GI issues, if you have a lot of bloating, you definitely will want to opt for the cooked vegetables. Number two, drink water before coffee. Now, this is especially important if your goal is to reduce belly fat, because one sneaky hormone, our stress hormone cortisol, has been significantly tied to increased weight gain specifically around the belly. And if you're constantly relying on caffeine to get your energy levels up, this can throw your cortisol levels way out of whack. The amount of caffeine that may be necessary is greatly reduced when you are first having water. This is likely due to the fact that you might feel a lot less energized when you are dehydrated. So by having the water first, it allows you to prime yourself in a more hydrated state, and therefore you might need less caffeine and therefore have less of an impact on the stress hormone cortisol that can cause weight gain around the belly. So if you drink coffee or tea, just make sure to aim for around 8 to 16 ounces of water before you have any coffee or tea. And speaking of coffee, number three, cut the sugar out of it. Sugar sweetened drinks are one of the leading causes of obesity in America. If we look at sugar that's added into coffee or tea, especially with those oh so trendy Starbucks lattes, there is nothing stopping your body from quickly absorbing those sugars. And that's going to result in that really big spike in the storing hormone insulin, really shift the body out of fat burning mode. So instead, you can either opt for black coffee or add something that's not going to spike the storing hormone insulin. Unsweetened half and half, heavy whipping cream, keto coffee, all great options. In fact, you can check out my recipe for keto coffee right here. Okay, number four, eat your protein first. Now, there are three main macronutrients: protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Protein has the biggest impact on improving your body composition and achieving a weight loss goal because it is so satiating. When something is highly satiating, it means that it keeps you full and satisfied for a long time. And because of that, you're less likely to snack on the foods that will really spike the storing hormone insulin. And great proteins include chicken, beef, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, salmon, lamb, tempeh. So especially if you're having difficulties losing weight, eating the protein within your meal first will help to prime your body with increased satiety that will support your weight loss goals. Okay, number five, add one high quality fat to your lunch. And you might even need more. Just like protein, fat increases satiety and helps to prevent sugar cravings. So they work together in helping to prevent those cravings between meals. Really great fat sources include avocado, olives, nuts, seeds, various dairy products, and adding at least one full serving of these, so like let's say half of an avocado to your meal, is a really great way to significantly boost the satiety and help really prevent those sugar cravings that can completely halt your weight loss. And finding that balance between your protein needs as well as fat in order to achieve your weight loss goals is something that I cover extensively in the complete intermittent fasting bundle, as well as the recipes that go along with it. There's 7 weeks worth of meal by meal planning to specifically focus on helping to increase satiety and tap into fat burning mechanisms. I'll have the details for that listed down in the description below if you guys want to check that out. Okay, number six, read instead of watching TV before bed. Now, especially for addressing belly fat concerns and stress, this one is crucial because it turns out poor quality sleep can lead to increased stress hormone cortisol levels the next day. And as we know, higher levels of cortisol are already strongly tied to increased weight gain around the belly. And when you're watching TV or when you're on your phone or your laptop or your computer right before bed, it makes it so that your body's tricked into thinking it's daytime out and it can stop producing the sleep hormone melatonin. That sleep hormone melatonin is really crucial for getting that high quality deep sleep and therefore help to address the cortisol concern the next day. Not to mention, poor sleep has also been found to really increase the hunger hormone ghrelin. So you're actually addressing your weight loss goals on two fronts here with the hunger hormone ghrelin as well as the stress hormone cortisol. So ideally aim for around 30 to 60 minutes before bed that you are not on electronics. Okay, number seven, choose strawberries over mango. I know this one seems like highly specific, but if you're making smoothies or having fruit on the daily, choosing lower sugar fruit options is really important to help keep keep that insulin fat storing hormone in check. 1 cup of strawberries is going to have 3 grams of fiber and only 7 grams of sugar. Fresh mango has that same 3 grams of fiber, but 31 grams of sugar. That's more than 4 times the amount of sugar. That means it's going to have a much bigger response on that storing hormone insulin. So especially if you're having difficulties losing weight, consistently choosing lower sugar fruits will be much more in line with your weight loss goals. Okay, number 8, add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds to your breakfast, or break fast if you're following intermittent fasting. Chia seeds are such an easy way to really sneak in the fiber, but in addition to fiber, chia seeds will also contain a little bit of the satiating protein as well as the omega-3 anti-inflammatory fats. And if you're unsure on how you can use it, I have a really great recipe that you can check out right here. Okay, number 9, drink Italian wine over cocktails, or choose dry farm wine over cocktails. Now, the reason why I specifically say Italian is because Italian tends to just automatically follow this dry farm process, and dry farm wines are going to have 0 residual sugars. So this means that it fully ferments and there's no sugar from the original grape juice left behind. Whereas cocktails, depending on which one you're having, can range from 20 to 50 grams of added sugar. Even people who are following a keto diet, which is a very, very low carbohydrate diet, will use dry farm wines. So there are services you can use that specifically scout out dry farm wines, or you can just opt for the Italian wines, which tend to be dry farmed anyway. Number 10, stop your caffeine intake by 12 p.m. Now, specifically for addressing belly fat, we really need to be taking a look at the stress hormone cortisol as well as sleep. And if you're having caffeine too late in the day, this can really disrupt the sleep and then therefore affect the cortisol levels too. Some people are okay with 2 p.m., but I've just seen more consistent results by stopping any caffeine intake by 12 p.m. Okay, huge bonus tip, utilize intermittent fasting. There have been studies that have found that intermittent fasting preferentially burns fat as fuel, which is hugely important when you're looking to achieve a weight loss goal because you don't want to be burning through muscle. You want to be burning through fat. One really great example of this is scientist Corolla, who lost over 39 pounds in just 6 months while using intermittent fasting from the Complete Intermittent Fasting Bundle. In fact, you can check out her 3 super simple rules that she used to achieve her weight loss goals with this video right here. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out with new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.